I'm unsure how that ruling of the lordships at the Court of Appeal hit you yesterday when you heard that they decried or denounced the judicial rascality of a judge of the lower court. What were your thoughts as to, because we always hear political actors talk about how our judges need to sit up, the judicial system needs to give justice. Did you think that was justice?
It was justice. For me, I must commend the appeal court. It's not the first time. In 2020, the appeal court also stayed the jurisdiction of political party and went ahead, to be able to. At the time, we had the INEC chairman who was very hostile to multi-party democracy. I remember I had a meeting with Yakubu then, and when he talked about the registration, we discussed and insisted he was going to deregister political parties. We went to court at the Federal High Court, and there was a stay of execution. In spite of the stay of execution, he still went ahead to deregister the parties. Then when we got to appeal court, the Court of Appeal clearly said that what the commission did was very wrong, and that the parties should be returned, without any delay. But the party went to, INEC went to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court further did the decision. Till today, that judgment has not been released to the public because the court knows as soon as you stiffen political participation, as soon as you start to reduce the level of inclusive drive for political participation, you will create a system, a restrictive system that will not allow for proper engagement in the system. Because what do? You create the Section 225A was created under the leadership of Saraki. Bukola Saraki. We wrote to them. We met Ekweremadu, who was the chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee, several times. I'm telling him, this, whatever you are doing, we affect multiplicity of political party management system. And he felt that, they should go back to the days where there were two parties. I said, no, there's no democracy in the world that operates on two parties. In 2012, the INEC went ahead to deregister some parties, even while the IPAC chairman was selling on Shitu Mohammed. Some members went to court. The court reversed it. What our eyes should be now is at the Supreme Court. Because I think the Supreme Court tends to want to favor political decision and without looking at the law. Because if you look at what we have today, if those parties are using ADC today, using NDC and other parties, if the court has not intervened and people have promoted two-party system, they won't have same party to use today. So the decision of Justice Peter Lifu was a disrespect to the order of the Court of Appeal that said there should stay execution of any other action. Yeah, so as we did highlight yesterday, and we'll continue to highlight, the decision of their lordships was not based on the matter itself, but based on the fact that the judge of a lower court went ahead to give judgment when the matter was before their lordships, which was him not respecting the hierarchy of courts. So that particular matter is still in contention as to when will INEC, or when can INEC exercise its powers as enshrined in the Constitution to deregister political parties, because I'm sure you will also agree that we cannot just have an endless multiplicity of political parties just because we can, and that is not exactly why we want to encourage political participation. To have so many political parties that now begin to confuse the voters rather than encourage them, it's certainly not helpful to our democracy. I think I totally disagree with you. If you look at South Africa, you can get the number of political parties that are in South Africa. You can get the number of political parties that's even in America. Yes, you could have access to ballot in America, like for the presidential election, but that does not mean you should reduce the number of people who participate in the process. It's expanding this process. For so if we have 200 political parties and all of them, I'm getting to a point to you. If you look at Section 40, what does Section 40 say? Yeah. It said that Nigerians, we have the right to participate, to belong to a trade union, an association or a political party that protect their interest. So party could be formed, party should not be formed for purposes of, only trying to win the election. Party should also be there to canvass opinion, to promote communal coexistence, to promote world peace, to promote... Do they have to be political parties? Can they be NGOs? I need to tell you, the political party is different. Yes. Political parties are critical _1 stakeholder in the political process. You see us as a civil society organization. Indeed. And political party, you can have political activism even within political parties. Yes, it's the truth. There's a point you just made now that political parties are not just there to win elective positions. But some people will disagree with that. They canvass for votes. They will promote votes. It's a fundamental thing that differentiates them from being civil society. It is because the winner takes it all, and you think that winning is the only reason why you can entrench democracy in Africa. No.